Hi, I'm Roxanne. We're at Coast to Coast today, and I'm here with my dear friend Melissa Etheridge, and we are going to be talking about the launch of her line, Etheridge Botanicals, which we are so excited and so honored to be the exclusive launch location at Coast to Coast for this amazing line of cannabis. So thank you for being here with us today.
My pleasure.
I wanted to ask you, when did you start using cannabis?
Well, you know, in the 80s and 90s, it was very much just a social thing, especially here in Southern California. It was available.
Right.
You know, you'd go to the corner and meet your dealer and you'd get your cannabis. And I wasn't, I just used to partake with people who would, you know, buy it from their dealer or stuff. I really never did that because it was just a social thing for me. And I liked it. I wasn't a drinker, so you know, I dug it. I've had some, you know, wild nights on brownies in my 20s, and as everyone should, and you know, those are fun. And it was not until 2004 when I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and my good friend David Crosby said, you know, hey, I've had too many friends go through this. You have to use cannabis. And I realized when I came home from the surgery and started the chemotherapy, they literally gave me like a handful of pharmaceuticals and said, well, take this one for the pain, but then you'll have to take this one because you'll be constipated from that one that you're taking from that. Then you'll need this one, and then
you have a laundry list of pharmaceutical regimens.
And I was like, oh, I rarely even took vitamins. I didn't like taking things, and I said, okay, I'm going to push this aside. Not going to use that. I'm going to try cannabis. And I started from day one, and to use cannabis medicinally was a real eye-opener. I wasn't using it to get stoned and have fun.
Right.
I was using it to be able to talk to my children, to be able to be there, to have less pain, to have an appetite.
Right.
For just strictly for chemotherapy patients, it is. I don't know how anyone gets through it without it. I went for as my chemotherapy got worse, I was on something called dose dense, which was really, really horrible. I went from smoking to vaping. It was the first time it was back in I had the big, you know, volcano vape, you know,
right.
The big bag and like that. And then when I couldn't do that anymore, I started eating it in like butter. We made a butter, and it just saved me. And I kept using it, and I got off all the anything that they had advised me. I finally said, no, I believe in this so much that I'm going to walk this walk of health with cannabis and my body, and understanding, you know, drinking water and just, you know, balancing myself out. And I'm now 16 years cancer free.
That is amazing. That is incredible. And now, you know, launching a line, do you, and now being cancer free, are you utilizing cannabis as more of that social, or more as like a creative inspiration, or how is it integrated into your life now?
Cannabis is a big part of my life. I use it every night to sleep. I mean, It is the thing I look forward to. I have a routine. I take a bath, I have a smoke. It's just, you know, and I just slide. I do a puzzle, get my left brain offline, and
also
fall asleep.
That's your ritual.
That's my ritual.
That's your ritual.
Night. And yet I will also use it definitely creatively. I do enjoy. I love playing music.
Oh, I'm sure.
Cannabis. There's just and I look forward to, in the future, near future, creating more spaces where I can smoke and play. I know my audience can smoke, and we can have just a group ritual with this. I think our culture is missing that.
I couldn't agree with you more, and it's so interesting how we can go out and get a glass of wine or a whiskey or this or that like really impairs you and is really poisonous to your body. But on a social level, for people that love cannabis, because I'm not a big drinker either, what I would give to be able to go to a show and to sit and enjoy a concert and enjoy my cannabis with that. I mean, it'd be such an illuminated...
Think someone's going to tap you on the shoulder.
You know? Right? And it'd be such an illuminated experience. Music really hits you in a different way, I feel like, when you are experiencing cannabis and you hear the notes.
And we can do... There's been a slight research on, you know, your brain receptors and cannabis and music and stuff, and how that all works. There's scientific reasons that we all feel that way, and it's good for us. It's also good medicine.
It is good medicine. I know you recently did an album, and there's a song called The Medicine Show. Could you tell us a little bit about that and what the inspiration was?
Well, I've had the experience over the last 15 years of coming out as a cannabis user. I had come out as a lesbian 25 years ago, probably more than that at this point. But and I started to feel in cannabis that once again I was in the closet. And I also realized, wait a minute, if more people come out and say, hey, I use cannabis, then people will know that, oh, the family down the block, the person I work with, it's the same as the gay community.
It's
like,
destigmatizing it,
absolutely.
right?
So I was like, no, I'm here again for this. I'm so here. So I started talking about it, and then really started looking to get into the industry because I wanted to be a part of this. This is a revolution. This is really, I mean, it's going to take a while, but 20 years from now, I used to say this in 1994, I'd say 20 years from now, we're going to, gay is not going to be so weird,
But look at us now.
And now we're married, and now, so change can
happen. Evolution is happening.
And it's happening here. And I wanted to be front and center in this. I really
love
did,
that.
because I believe in it so wholeheartedly. That is something I really want to reach that woman, that man that maybe was like, oh, I tried it in the 80s and I was really paranoid. Etheridge Botanicals we're launching, the first products now, but our goal is to create not only products, but a space where people can come partake for the first time, can understand what you're going through, can have a system of people that can explain it and can understand and can tell you how to use it as medicine. Please do not take edibles for the first time. If that's the first thing do not do that. It is so hard to know how much edibles it takes, and those last forever, and believe me, you will be laying on the floor.
The control factor is very, you have to be experienced.
Yes, smoking or tinctures, which tinctures are coming soon.
It's a great delivery
It's the best
system.
Delivery system, yes, exactly.
I'm so excited to see your tincture.
Yeah,
That is going to be
Josie is a master, what would you call the person that makes the tinctures?
An alchemist.
Alchemist,
She's
exactly what she is.
She is an alchemist.
She puts and she has been making these tinctures for years and has kept cancer patients. Of course, we can't ever say, that this cures anything.
No.
We're not allowed to say that. But I can tell you these medicines are very, very helpful.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here with us today. We are so excited to be launching Etheridge Botanicals at Coast to
so
Coast.
excited.
I mean,
thank you.
We're honored truly, and we just can't wait to see this be such a great success for you and the brand and everybody involved.
I'm really moved, and come on down to Coast, please. Well, probably already here. But look at Etheridge Botanicals. It might be what you're looking for.
Thanks.
Thank you.